And we're not just looking at the battle for placement here. We're also looking for the battle for ace X throwing, as we get to see Canexican and Austin going head-to-head in this best of 7.
And Austin starting with a 3. Nerves are getting to him just a little bit.
I was going to say, Slab, do you think Austin's at a little bit of a disadvantage from having to play through that entire last round going straight into his match with Canexican?
No, honestly, he's probably at an advantage. Able to stay warm. He knows his motion. Sometimes that first throw can, it can get to you sometimes.
You got to re-gauge.
Yeah.
I mean, but he throws so quickly, and that's something he mentioned to us in an interview earlier.
And it's crazy because 99% of the time you'll see Austin is going to make that first throw. Dave knows this. So that's why you see Dave is trying to beat him to that first throw almost.
Dave's a killer.
Dave's been throwing first in this round.
Daddy going up top.
He's got to hit that clutch to keep it going.
He's wide right. He's a little nervous. Sorry. It's one of the first times he's been on the big stage like this.
And Austin learned a lot of what he knows from Canexican. It's a little student versus teacher.
You can see their throws are eerily similar. Their pace is very similar. There's a lot of things about these guys that are very similar.
Yeah,
they both throw pretty hard too.
Yep, exactly. Both players really try to bullet it in, not giving any time for them to get inside of their own heads.
Here's some funny backstory here. So Dave is throwing a shot pro that he's had for a while now. When the new rules were announced, he said, this is the axe I'm going to be using. It's got the smaller head. Austin took the axe one night after league. He started messing around with it. He said, I want one of these. This is what I want. So he bought a shot pro, Austin did. He gave it to Dave. Dave did all the work on it, the handle, the blade, everything. So we've always been talking about how, Dave is going to sabotage Austin's axe because we knew this matchup was going to happen. So it's just funny to see that it finally has come true.
Daddy throwing for the clutch.
Ooh, might be a little high. Yeah, he's going to want to measure that.
Yeah, Canexican calling out for the measurement.
Looks like he under-rotated just a tad. I can kind of see that caliper slipping under. Yeah, they're going to call that no good. And Austin, there's no way that one's good.
No good on either side. But that does mean we get to go to big axe to determine round number 2.
Got that big axe feeling here in this matchup. You're gonna hear the big axe chants from the crowd.
Let's go.
So nice that so many of the competitors have stuck around to watch. Certainly one of our new favorites. He may not have won the tournament, but we love this guy.
Applegate.
Applegate is a guy that we just can't get enough of. And here we go. Canexican's got that big axe feel. Canexican comes in a little low.
This is big.
This is Austin's chance to bring it back, tie up this series.
He needs to hit this. Dave already putting his big axe down as if he knows what Austin is going to do. And he goes low as well.
Do you think that was a little bit of a power play there, setting the axe down before Austin even threw?
No, that's honestly
or is that just a little bit of confidence in your protege?
I've honestly done that a million times because, you play these guys and you throw a 3 on that first one. Granted, the rules are a little bit different now, but these guys don't hit a lot of 3s. So, if you start off with a 3, these guys aren't missing. So you tend to just, at that point accept it. And you see Dave's doing it again. He's ready to just go back to hatchet. And bang.
Yeah, there
and
you
that's
go.
Why.
Looks like that was that looks good. Yeah, Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy.
The crowd screaming the yeah, Daddy, who knocks this matchup at 1 apiece. And this is fun stuff here.
Both players stepping up to the line again.
Here's another thing that is wild about this. When you go from throwing, they threw up 3, 4, I don't know how many big axes right there. When you go back to that hatchet, the hatchet feels like a feather coming out of your hand.
Yeah, probably.
When you're throwing that big axe and you switch back to that hatchet, it feels like it's, you're just throwing a little feather at the board, and it can get away from you there at the end.
Austin looks a little low. Oh, nope. He's going to go ahead.
Good.
That being said, though, Austin does currently have a 2-point deficit going into throw number 5. Canexican does not want to give an opening back into this game. Once again, Austin's throws starting to look a little bit low. It's still in the bullseye, but may need to recenter himself.
Maybe a little bit of fatigue going on there. Austin has to go up and hit clutch in order to send this to big X.
We know he can do it. We've seen him do it.
Might be a little high. I think he's just going to call a bull in just to see. Yeah, he already knows.
Waves it off.
You have such a small margin of error on that. You pretty much know, right off the bat whether it's good or not.
Canexican takes the 2-1 advantage here in the best of 7.
And just like that, they're back to rocketing it out 5s.
Just an update from my mom. She said thank you for the shout out, but then followed it up with, now I'm just waiting for my Mother's Day flowers to arrive.
We had them scheduled for 5. They appear to be an hour late. You better make sure to take care of your mom tomorrow.
Spoiler alert, Mom. I'm sorry. I have been sleeping in this building for the last 2 weeks preparing for this event. I left here at 2 a.m. last night. I got back here at 6 a.m. I basically just took a small nap. Same story Thursday night into Friday as well. So, I love you though, Mom. I'm sorry.
Quite a bit of work going on behind the scenes to make all this possible.
My
We
God,
want to thank everybody behind the scenes who could make this possible.
Looking at a
right
couple
now,
clutches. Yeah, let's see.
No good.
Canexican pulls out.
We're
and
going
so,
to Big Axe.
Yeah, so does Daddy. It's Big Axe time. We got that Big Axe feel here in this awesome matchup between student versus teacher.
This is so awesome. And it's funny because obviously we've known about this tournament for quite some time now, and we all hang out. These guys practice here all the time. We have league here all the time. And I've been saying for the last few months, this matchup is going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. And I was saying, hey, if Austin wins this, there could be a small changing of the guard. But Dave doing what he does best, using that mammoth of a Big Axe and putting it exactly where he wants it.
Canexican taking it to match point here. Austin's going to have to run it back if he wants the chance to throw again, correct? Am I correct in that?
Correct. So Dave is currently up 3-1. If he wins this, Austin is in fact eliminated, and Dave will go on to face Joey in the finals, where he will have to beat him in 2 best-of-7 matches. And Austin may have just thrown a 3 there. That might be
hands on his hips. Looks like we're going to get the ref to come out and measure this one.
You can tell he's a little disappointed in himself.
And this, you can see a little bit of that frustration setting in, knowing that he has to win this to stay in it. And
I think he's going to want a second opinion. Where's Justin at? Setzer's going to come in and help him out here.
We've seen a 2-point difference multiple times be the difference in winning the game and going to Big Axe.
And when it comes to these no bleeds, there is such, you hate to see that. There's such a small margin of error. You hate to see it.
He's definitely not out of the running, but he certainly has to pick up the pace just a little bit.
Yep.
Right now he's thinking about throwing that clutch on throw 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Dave ain't going to miss.
No,
it does not appear so. Has he thrown a 3 this entire time with a?
I think we saw 1 3 in game 2, but I'm pretty sure he's hit 5s every other time.
Yeah. Canexican is 25-20, 25-20. Yeah, no 3s from him.
Oh,
there
you're right.
it
That was
is.
the previous round that Canexican has hit a 3. You are correct there.
Correct.
That being
And
said,
this is for the match right here. And he's to the right.
Oh,
I got to
man.
go congratulate these guys.
Look at the love there. Look at the love.
Such a good match coming out from Austin and Dave. You can't ask for a better match.